Litre S2 Sports 1949. Best known for their Hyper model, which in supercharged form provided K-Don with a win in the 1928 Tourist Trophy, the Litre S company was one of a number that originated in Coventry in Great Britain, where historically the armaments industry had been based. That industry's use of high-quality tubes provided a natural evolution into bicycle, motorcycle and ultimately motorcar manufacture. Despite its Tourist Trophy win, as they arrived in the 1930s, the firm was making a loss and went into receivership in 1931. Production continued at a trickle for the next few years before Litre S re-emerged under new ownership in 1938, offering a pair of twin-cam engine models designed by Hugh Rose, formerly with Riley. With a reputation as purveyors of quality motor cars to those who preferred individuality to the banality of mass production, the long-established Coventry firm of Litre S recommenced production after WW2 with its 1939 range, and it was not until 1947 that a new model arrived in the shape of the 14-horsepower Sports. Boasting up-to-the-minute styling, albeit somewhat reminiscent of the pre-war BMW 328, the Sports was powered by Litre S's Riley-esque twin-camshaft 1.8-liter 4 and was good for 85 miles per hour in 1949. The model received a substantial upgrade with the enhanced performance of a 2.5-liter version of the twin-cam 4-cylinder, coupled to twin SUVs. Sadly, this was not enough to save the brand, and only a mere 85 of these fast, stylish roadsters were produced. This striking British sports car was delivered new in the skies of electric blue paint, according to the factory records that survive with former company owner Barry Price. In the UK, it is known to have been supplied first through Northern England representative Marshalls Limited of Halifax in Yorkshire to Mr. Waterhouse, who retained it for 5 years, before moving south in the UK to a Mr. Watson of Kent, and then finally in 1963 it passed into the long-term ownership of a Mr. Ashwell of Chelmsford in 1963. Amazingly, the car would rest there until the mid-2000s, when it was sold to these shores and to Mr. Seifton of Madison Heights, Michigan. Further, David Evans of Blacklock, Ohio became the next owner, who repatriated the car for an engine rebuild. The Leaf, as they are popularly known, arrived in the present private collection ownership later on in 2008. Upon its acquisition, the current owner, being a true enthusiast and understanding that we are all mere custodians of such machines, elected to complete a comprehensive refurbishment of the car and to research its history fully. Of course, his first stop was with Barry Price, who supplied all of the details of its ownership and was well placed to help and guide on its restoration. All told, the process took 4 years and more than $80,000 was expended in returning the car to its former glory, which is evidenced from its presentation today is above and beyond the levels one might expect for cars at this price point. Since this work, the car has only been exercised for a mere 100 miles, leaving it in as new condition. Its sole showing, at the Greenwich Concours d'Elegance in 2014, produced a first prize in the British sports car class.